Carrying a revolver concealed gets you a lot of advantages. They're reliable, super easy to use, practically just point and pull the trigger, and they're proven time and time again. There are disadvantages as well. The most important one is that they come with limited capacity. In the end, it's your call if you want more rounds or want to be sure that the rounds you have can get fired when push comes to shove. If you decide for the latter, we have here some of the best concealed carry revolvers to choose from. Number 5, the Ruger LCR. The Ruger LCR is not necessarily the newest product on the market, but it is one that is very popular. You can see that from the fact that it's still in production and gets sold again and again. This revolver was designed from the beginning for concealed carry. For that, it's super light with a weight of just 13.5 ounces. Also, it's small, having an overall length of 6.5 inches with a barrel length of 1.87 inches. Having such a tiny gun, you might think that it's not necessarily very powerful. However, its main variants come either chambered for 38 Special Plus P or for 357 Magnum. The ones chambered for 357 Magnum do shoot the 38 Special Plus P as well. Looking at these rounds more closely, you'll discover their usefulness in a self-defense situation. 38 Special round has been around for a long time, has been responsible for a lot of bad guys being put to their graves. Now in Plus P, these rounds are even stronger. More importantly, as they are mostly designed to be used in such small revolvers, they're made to excel in them. If you go for 357 Magnum, you easily top any 9mm or even heavier calibers shot from an auto loader, even from the short barrel of this revolver. So looking for power with this handgun, you got it. The Ruger LCR has been used and tested time and again and functions just flawlessly. Its low weight does make it easy to carry but harder to shoot. It is quite snappy with 357 Magnum rounds and not much better with 38 Special Plus P. To mitigate this somewhat, Ruger includes the Hogue rubber grips as a standard, which makes it much easier to control the powerful beauty. The sights are not that impressive, but functional. They are low profile to avoid snagging. The front sight comes in a ramp style missing any kind of color or highlighting. It is challenging to pick it up, but in self-defense situation, your assailant will be quite close to you, so you'll get the rounds on target. It's more an affair of point and shoot. The LCR does point naturally. Do some quick on-target drills and you'll do fine, even without super sights. If you want to get one, but do not like having only 5 rounds in the cylinder, you can choose other calibers. 22 long rifle, you get 8 rounds, but do not get me wrong, that caliber is not recommended for self-defense. What is better, however, is 327 Federal Magnum. This little round is made to mimic the performance of the 357 Magnum. While it does not manage to do so for all the different loads in 357 Magnum, it does meet the lighter loads. Getting your LCR chambered for 327 Federal Magnum increases the capacity to 6 rounds. That's 20% more. The price for the 38 Special Plus B variants is below $500, while those in the 357 Magnum cost you more than $600. In the end, it's up to you what you want to carry and why. Number 4, Smith & Wesson 642 Airweight. The Smith & Wesson J-frame revolvers are famous and are the standard by which revolvers are judged. Built on that is the 642. It comes with an enclosed hammer which solves 2 problems at once. First, it avoids any kind of snagging when you draw or holster the gun. Second, it still allows you to cock the hammer for a more accurate single-action shot. Overall, the 642 has a length of 6.3 inches with a barrel length of 1 7/8 inches. The cylinder holds 5 rounds. It weighs 14.6 ounces. The synthetic grips are comfortable, and it's easy to control the recoil. Coming from Smith & Wesson, the 642 is just everything you expect it to be. That is especially important as you trust your life with it if you carry it concealed. The only problem is that the integral front sight, as such it's robust and takes abuse without losing its zero. But you cannot change it for a sight you would like better. While the accuracy suffers if you shoot smaller guns, the 642 is more accurate than its shooters if you take your time. It will not take much effort to get good groups on paper, even at ranges of 25 yards. The simple design and natural pointability make this gun great for concealed carry and quick drawing. The grips can be replaced to make them fit you better if necessary. The price of this beauty is below $450. Number 3, Rock Island M206. Rock Island delivers great guns for reasonable prices. The M206 revolver is no exception. It comes with a good finish, not necessarily slick, but good enough, and it functions flawlessly. It's a workhorse meant to be used for training and for self-defense. For that, it does not have to be beautiful, but sturdy and reliable. And that one is the M206. To do its job, it comes with a barrel length of 2.15 inches. Unloaded, it weighs 25 ounces. You might think that's excessive, but do not forget that it is the mess that soaks up recoil. In other words, heavier guns are more comfortable to shoot. Also for this weight, it does have an ace up its sleeve. That's its capacity, which is not 5 but 6 rounds. The overall length is 7.75 inches, making it still fairly concealable. Right out of the box, it offers you options for the grip. Already installed are the wood grain panel ones. They're small, what is good for concealing the gun, but make it hard to hold while firing. The others are polymer grips with finger indexes. These allow you to get a much better hold of the gun. If your choice again, you have to go for a smaller grip and more concealability, or for bigger grips and more shootability. As much as the gun looks rough, as smooth and slick is its action as well as opening and closing the cylinder. Here, everything makes the impression of an extended polishing. However, the more important reason to buy this revolver is its price. You can get it for less than $300. Number 2, the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 38. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 38 is chambered for 38 special rounds. If you think that name is a giveaway, you are right. There are other versions as well. You can also get it in 380 ACP, but shooting a revolver is just more fun when you use actual revolver rounds like the 38 Special. The standard offering for this wheel gun includes a Crimson Trace integrated laser, a pinned black ramp front sight, ambidextrous cylinder release, and synthetic grips. The capacity is 5 rounds. For that, it comes with a 1.9-inch barrel and an overall length of 6.6 inches. Its empty weight stands at 14.4 ounces. With this gun, you get the quality that comes with the name Smith & Wesson, as well as the lifetime service policy of the company. This revolver is sleek and hammerless. You get a smooth draw from your pocket holster without snagging. When you're looking for the cylinder release, you'll be surprised. Normally it sits on the left-hand side. Depending on the manufacturer, you either push it in, push it forward, or pull it back. With this gun, it sits on the top of the frame behind the rear sights. This way, it can be used with either hand. New shooters will like this feature, while all the others will have to first get used to it. Great is the addition of the Crimson Trace laser in the grip. Especially less well-trained shooters will have a problem being on target in the stress of a self-defense situation. With this laser, you see where the bullet will land before you pull the trigger. The grips itself are comfortable, but there are better ones on the market. For your concealed carry use, they're fine. If you want to use this shooter as a range gun, you might want to change them. However, keep in mind that you would also lose the laser if you do so. With all the features, especially the laser, this gun costs you only a little over $450. Number 1, the Taurus 85. While Taurus has a bad reputation with some shooters, the 85 is a revolver that works just fine. It's an economic revolver without all the fancy stuff, but with everything it has to shoot. That starts with a cylinder that holds the typical 5 rounds, a barrel length of 2 inches, and an overall length of 6.5 inches. It is chambered for the good old 38 Special Plus P. It does come with a heavier weight of 22.2 ounces, but that is a workhorse, and weight helps with recoil mitigation. Thanks to the Plus P, you can use some hotter loads to achieve more performance on target. Also, the weight does come from the fact that it's all stainless steel. That makes it really rugged and reliable. Also, the matte finish gives it a cool look. Polymer grip it comes with are comfortable and easy to use. You can control the muzzle flip without too much effort. That's especially important when using hotter loads. The front sights are not necessarily the best on the market, but they do their job well, avoiding snagging. As you are more in a point-and-shoot situation when it comes to self-defense, it does not matter too much anyway. When you pull the trigger, you might notice some stacking, but it's not too much. Given the fact that you get this revolver for less than $300, there's no reason to complain. There you have it, guys, some of the best revolvers to carry concealed. Do you carry one of them or another one? Let us know in the comments and tell us why you carry it.